Hi ladies, I am so excited to be back today for this Amazon Prime sale video. So a lot of you don't know this, but I actually haven't filmed for quite a while because I've been on a vacation in Maui for the past 2 weeks. Just got in yesterday after a red-eye flight with no sleep, but I could not wait to film this because I think the Amazon Prime sale is such a good one. And I was making my list on the airplane of all the things that I wanted to include in this video. These are things that are, home, beauty, some fashion, all the things that I use and love and buy on repeat. I just really want to recommend. Now, there's no way for me to know exactly what's going to be included in this sale, but more than likely some of these items will be a part of it. Usually I find that a lot of things I purchase end up in this sale, and even if I had to pay full price for all of these things, they are well worth it. Most of them are very budget friendly anyway, but if you can get them on sale, I really hope you do. So wanted to put together this list and get it out to you as fast as possible, but don't worry, I will still be doing my regularly scheduled worth it or waste fashion Amazon video. That one will be coming to you soon, where I review all the different fashion items. I've already placed my order. I'm excited to share that one as well. But let's dive into these Amazon must-haves that you're hopefully going to be able to purchase during the sale. Okay, so in an effort to get this video out to you very quickly, turnaround time on this one's going to be fast since I just got back home, but I'm not going to be holding up a bunch of items. I'm just going to insert some pictures for you, but these are all things that I own, that I've purchased on repeat, many of them, and that I really love and stand behind. So starting with this first one, this is a new purchase, but it's one that I brought with me on my trip to Maui, and I was so happy to have this. It really came in handy, and it is a little travel steamer. So of course, going to a tropical location, I knew that a lot of my clothing items were going to be things like linen and cotton, and I was going to want them to be ironed or steamed. So I purchased this little travel steamer, and it actually works as an iron as well. This is such a good find. So first, it comes in this adorable little travel bag, making it really easy. It's very compact. It did not take much space in my luggage at all. You plug it in, you fill it with a little bit of water, and it really works as a steamer. It is fantastic, but you can also lay your garment flat, like even on the bed or something, and hold the steamer right up against the garment and use it like an iron, but without having to worry about burning anything underneath. It is just super duper convenient. So really love this one. Absolutely recommend it. You could even have this as your everyday steamer, but it really works great when traveling because of the compact size. Okay, here's another one that I brought with me on my trip, and this is such a good find. So if you have been watching this channel for a while, you know that I am a big fan of the little silicone stick-on bras. So those are just something that I use so much in the spring and summertime because I wear a lot of spaghetti straps, a lot of sundresses, off the shoulder things, and not only for myself, but also for my daughters who are 18 and almost 21. They use them all the time as well. In the past, I've recommended some really good ones that I absolutely stand behind, but they are a bit expensive. So definitely I would say on average $20 a pair for these stick-on silicone bra covers, and they are reusable. But as you know, if you've used them before, after you wash them a few times and wear them over and over, they do become less sticky and they just don't work as well. And they can get very expensive when you're using them consistently, especially when you have 3 girls using them. So I have been on the hunt to find some less expensive ones that work just as well. And I am so happy to say that after trying quite a few different options, I found one that I am super impressed with. So this brand actually comes in a pack of 6. It comes packaged in this little box, 6 pairs of these, and they are just as good as the $20 options that I've used in the past. And you get this whole 6-pack for around $13. So I bought myself a box, I bought my girls a box, we traveled with them, we used them multiple times and didn't even have to get to the second pair. I mean, they really do work well. They are reusable. Love these, but even when I go through multiple pairs, I'm only spending $13 for the entire box versus $20 for just one pair. So definitely a great find. Okay, so this one you have no doubt heard me talk about ad nauseum over and over and over again for sure. And that is my Stitchy gun. And the reason I keep talking about it is because it is the most used tool that I own. It also travels with me everywhere I go. And this little Stitchy gun is really great for so many reasons. So typically, I am using it for things like creating the right little neckline to a shirt. Maybe the shirt is a little bit too open and I want to close it up, or even a dress. I had a dress on my trip that was very low cut and I didn't like how low it was, so I stitched it closed. I also use this for things like opening up the collar on a shirt. You could use this in a pinch to do a little false hem to your pants if you needed to. You can use this to stop any like pulling in the button area. So many uses for this. I love it. It comes with both clear and black little stitchies. I don't find them to be visible at all. I feel like depending on the placement of your stitchy, yes, you might be able to see it if you're not careful, but I really never can see them, especially the clear ones. I feel like it works really well. Nobody notices it at all. So this is just such a lifesaver. I really love this product and keeps going out of stock. There's different versions all over the internet. I'm going to link one for you. It's right around $20, worth every penny. So if you've been following my channel, you know that every month I do an Amazon haul and it's all about fashion. It's called Worth It or Waste. If you haven't checked those out, definitely check them out. I'll be doing another one later this month. And in that video, I order usually around $1,000 worth of Amazon clothing items to test them out and let you guys know what's worth it and what you should pass on. And of course, there are, lots of great things that I find in those videos, lots of things that I keep and love and wear on repeat. But there are some items that really get worn so often that they become like absolute favorite must-have items. And one of those are these H sandals. So these sandals are super comfortable. I picked them up in this rattan, and these are one of the few pairs of shoes that came with me on my trip. One of the only pairs that I wore on repeat with lots of different dresses, skirts, shorts. They're very, very comfortable. They look very designer inspired, like a very expensive designer that happens to start with the letter H and makes a sandal very similar to this one. This comes in a ton of different colors. It is super budget friendly, and I hope it's part of the sale, but even if it's not, it is definitely worth picking it up at full price because it's such a great find. Another item that I buy regularly from Amazon is the Luminex toothpaste and whitening strips, which I'm probably due to use those right about now after eating all that good food on vacation. But this is just such a good one. You can buy it in a combo pack or you can buy it individually. The Luminex whitening toothpaste I use every single day. I definitely think that it helps to keep my teeth nice and white and fresh, and I really love it. It's got a mild minty flavor, so nothing offensive, doesn't cause me any sensitivity. I've been using it for a while now, really good. And the whitening strips. So I recently tried the whitening strips. One of the things that appealed to me is that they are great for sensitive teeth, and sure enough, did not feel anything with these. Very, very easy to use these. You just stick them right on. They're little clear strips. I think it was about a half an hour, and I definitely noticed a difference after using them. I find them to be very, very effective. No burning, no tingling, nothing like that, and you just pull them off. There was some residue from the clear strips, but I just wiped that right off, brushed my teeth, and thought these were really, really great. So I definitely recommend picking these up if you're looking to do some teeth whitening. They're budget friendly and they're very effective. And if you have sensitive teeth, you don't have to worry about these, and hopefully they'll be part of the sale as well. Okay, so one of the most common questions that I get asked on the channel is what I use as far as like self tanner or body bronzer, because usually you're going to find me with some kind of tan and it's never real. Even now, 2 weeks in Maui, no real tan going on here. I am always wearing my sunscreen or covered. Don't really like to mess with a tan, don't want to damage my skin, but I do like to look like I spent 2 weeks in Maui, so I'm always using some kind of self-tanner or bronzer. But one of the things that I love to use is the Westmore body coverage. So this is very similar to the Vita Liberata, which I've shared for years. I still really like the Vita Liberata. It's basically a colored lotion. So think about like a moisturizer, but with like a bronze color to it. The reason I tried the Westmore Beauty version of this is because it was listed as being waterproof and transfer resistant, which I do find this one to be much less transfer resistant. Is it perfect? No, it's not. Can you get this on your clothes? You have to be careful. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think anything is 100% transfer resistant, but this one is definitely less transfer than the Vita Liberata. It comes in this big tube, so it is quite pricey because it goes a really long way, but there's also a smaller tube as well. So ounce for ounce, it's about the same cost as the Vita Liberata. I bought the big one, and I can tell you it's lasting me so long. It's really easy to use. I love this. It comes in a lot of different shades. I actually have a very light shade, which just gives me a little bit of like a kind of filtered glow to my skin. And then I also have a very bronzy color that will give me like a full on tan color to my skin, and I just love these. Now, they're kind of described as like a body makeup, but it doesn't feel like that to me. It's still a bit sheer, doesn't look like I have a bunch of makeup on my skin. It looks more like a tinted moisturizer for the body, but it definitely has a blurring effect. So if you're someone who struggles with a little bit of varicose veins, maybe some age spots, you want to wear shorts, but you're feeling a little insecure, you're gonna love this. And the little brush that you can get with this, I highly recommend it. I never used a brush like this before, but I picked it up with this product. Squirt the product into the brush, and then you just circle it all around your body. It is beautiful. It gives you a flawless finish to the skin. It makes you look tanned, bronzed, just airbrushed skin. Really love it. Worth every penny. Hopefully it'll be part of the sale, but even at full price, definitely something that I cannot live without. Okay, this next find is my husband's find. I'm going to give him credit for it. I know he is so excited when he finds something that I love so much. I share it in a video, and this is a good one. So for years, I have been using the Bath & Body Works plugins as air fresheners. You know, I buy the little pods, I put them in. I love having a very nice fragrance throughout the house. I love kind of matching it to my vibe, whatever the season is, but it definitely gets expensive. Those things have to be refilled at least once a month, and I have a 2-story house. I have a lot of them throughout the house, so it's definitely pricey to replace those all the time. My husband found these. So these are these little pods that you actually attach with a hook to your air filter, and however many air filters you have in your house, we have one upstairs and one downstairs, you put this little pod with it, and it basically just permeates throughout your entire home, making it smell fantastic, and they really do work well. So I love these. They're from the brand Yankee Candle. So you have all these beautiful scents to choose from. We purchased the multi-pack. We had 8 different ones that we tried, and he had me go and smell each of them and pick which ones I wanted to put, because I am a little bit picky when it comes to scents. And right now I'm really loving all of those like fresh, beachy summer scents. I put one upstairs, I put one downstairs. It lasts several weeks, just like the little plugins do, and I swear when I walk into my house, the scent smells beautiful. So much less expensive than all of those little plugins, and you don't have to look at those plugins all over your house, which I don't really like looking at those things. So I highly recommend this if you're someone who loves to have a scent in your house, a signature scent or a floral or a seasonal scent. You're gonna love all the choices, and you're gonna love when you walk into your home after being out for the day and it just smells so good. Okay, so let's talk about this necklace that I have on right now. So many of you ask me about this when I wear it. I also have like a white version of this. It's a little bit different. They're both Amazon finds, both really budget friendly. I originally bought a couple of necklaces similar to this style. I think one was Nordstrom, one was Bloomingdale's. Really love those as well. But then I found the Amazon versions, and I was like, okay, I'm buying them from Amazon from now on. I mean, they're just as good. They come in so many different colors, really great quality. This is really on trend right now, this very colorful, like beaded jewelry. I believe this one was around $12 or $13. Lots of colors to choose from. I have it in this one. Like I said, I have a white version. That one just is slightly different, but very similar, and comes in a bunch of colors as well. That one is right around $15. Just a really fun update for a very like on-trend jewelry piece without investing a lot. Okay, so another one of my most asked things about on this channel is my curling iron. And I love my curling iron. This is such a great find, and I can't believe that it's under $30. So over the years, I have had all the curling irons, all the fancy T3, all of that. And this one is just so good. I've never ever wanted to switch to a more expensive one. It's just the best. Right now, I've been loving the 1.5-inch barrel, but I also have the 1.25-inch barrel. There's all the different choices. It is so good. It's ceramic tourmaline, really good. It has all the things that you would look for in a curling iron. It has a little LCD screen to put the temperature to, automatic shut off, just so good, and I can't recommend it enough. Under $30. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. And when it comes to my hair dryer, that one is a little bit more of an investment, but it's a really good quality hair dryer. I was recommended this hair dryer by a stylist years and years ago, and definitely worth the investment. This one is just under $250, but I have not needed to replace this in years. It comes with the, little attachments that you need, the little nozzle for straightening. It's got the ionic technology and all of the things to help defrizz the hair. It's very, high powered. I definitely need a high powered hair dryer. I do have very thick hair, and there is nothing worse when you get one of those hair dryers that feels like it's just someone like blowing on your hair and it takes forever to get it dry. I need power, and this has power. This is so good. Like I said, it is an investment, so hopefully it'll be part of the sale, but I've had this one for a couple of years, never had any problems with it. Definitely recommend it. Okay, this is another hubby find. He had this one for our trip, and it really came in handy. He's definitely more the tech person, so he's always thinking about the tech that he needs when we're traveling, and he wanted a waterproof iPhone case, like something that he literally could go underwater and get video of snorkeling and everything. And he found this one. It's right around $40. It's got magnetic closure to it. It's got your screen protector. It fully encases your iPhone. His was the 15 Pro, but I think it comes in a variety of different sizes for the different phone generations. Really worked well. He had this on his phone the entire time. It does not affect the volume or anything. He was able to take phone calls with this. He used it for lots of pictures. So when we were out at the beach, we didn't have to worry. When we were snorkeling, we didn't have to worry. We could get those great pictures. So if you're traveling, or even if you're just around water a lot and you want to be careful, this is so good. It's not just water resistant. It is fully waterproof, even for diving. There are limitations, but like I said, he snorkeled with it, didn't have any problems. No water is getting in this thing. So really good find. Okay, these are nothing new. I've shared them a million times, but again, they came with me on the trip. They got a lot of use, and not only did they come with me, my girls have them as well. So we had 3 pairs of these on our trip, and we would often get them mixed up because we're all like a half a size apart from each other. So it was kind of funny. We all have them in the, I believe, taupe shade, which is kind of like a nude to us, but these come in so many colors. These are the Project Cloud flip-flops. I love them. I have them in black. I have them in the taupe. I think I even have them in the tan, which is very similar to the taupe, but they come in a ton of different colors. They're just as good as the more expensive Tikis or Havianas or all the different ones. I love them. They have a nice cushion on them, very comfortable. I can wear these all day. Anytime we were doing a beach activity, going on a boat, and a lot of times even with sundresses, I was grabbing these sandals. So really good to have these. And I believe they're right around $30. Another fashion item that I've owned for a while and love and have shared. I have friends who own this and love it as well. And it's this adorable adjustable belt that looks so designer inspired. So this one comes in a bunch of different colors, and it has this very simple little buckle. It's adjustable, so there's no holes in this belt or anything. You can adjust it to whatever size you need. This is perfect for just when you want that very simple, elegant belt that looks like luxury but is very affordable. This looks great around a dress. This looks great with a pair of jeans or slacks. Just such a good one. So this next one is definitely an investment, but such a good one. And I don't actually own this. My daughter does because we gave it to her for a birthday gift, and it is her favorite gift she's ever received. And it is this Canon PowerShot digital camera. So we gave her this probably about a year or two ago, and she loves it. It comes with her everywhere. And we use this so much on our vacation because we quickly realized that her Canon digital camera took way better photos than our phones were taking, especially in like not great lighting. If it was a little bit dark out, or even if it was like direct sunlight, the phones would take some awful looking photos. But her little digital camera was taking the best photos. Everything looked prettier. Everything looked more clear and crisp. So she threw it in her purse and she had it everywhere we went. And every time we had cameras on her digital camera and on our phones, we always picked the ones from her camera because they were so much better. And I was like, I really need to have this camera. This is such a good one. So I love this. It also does 1080 HD video. It has the zoom, attached lens. You don't have to buy any additional lenses on this. Takes really crisp, clear pictures. I'll actually insert some pictures here so that you can see, like, they're just really sharp and beautiful. I love that it's so small and compact. She can put it in her purse. You can even put it in your pocket. Really convenient. So if you are traveling and you're like, phone just isn't really cutting it for great pictures, definitely this is something great to have. It's right around $400, so it is an investment, but again, who knows, maybe it'll end up part of the sale, but I definitely think I'm going to be investing in one for myself. And my younger daughter has already said, I want one of those. So whenever her birthday comes around or Christmas or something, I'm sure we're going to be picking her up one as well. But just such a great thing to have, and it would make for a great gift. Okay, so I also wanted to throw in some of the clothing items that I've really loved from some of the hauls that I've done, and I'm hoping maybe some of these will also be part of the sale. So one that I had recently shared was this matching two-piece vest set in this like linen blend fabric. Really, really love this set. I think it's so pretty and elegant. Looks much more like luxury and expensive than it actually is. Comes in a lot of colors. I picked it up in this pretty like khaki neutral color. I love the buttons going down the front. I think this is great also as two individual pieces. You could easily style this vest with a pair of jeans or shorts or a skirt, and you could easily use these linen blend pants to style with any shirt. So really a great set. Affordable price, lots of great colors. Definitely one of those things that I picked up and have been really loving and enjoying. Okay, another great basic that I always pick up from Amazon are their scoop neck tees. So I love these scoop neck tees. They are a more fitted style, so this is not like a baggy style t-shirt. It's more of a fitted t-shirt. If you don't like things that are fitted to the body, this might not be for you, but it also could work great as a layering piece. So if you like to have a t-shirt for under a blazer or a cardigan or a jacket, this is great for that. I love the scoop neck style. It's very on trend. This comes in a ton of different colors. It's budget friendly. And what I love about this one in particular is that I can wear it with a regular bra. So even though it is a nice scoop neck, it's not so deep that your bra is now sticking out or you have to find a special bra. It's just a really great everyday piece that I find myself reaching for a lot. And I've definitely talked a lot about these cropped tank tops before. Now, cropped is being used to basically define anything that doesn't have to be tucked in lately. So this is not cropped where I'm showing belly when I wear this or anything like that, although I do have a short torso, so keep that in mind. It could be more cropped for you if you have a very long torso, but for me, it's perfect. It sits right at my natural waist, works really well, especially with maxi skirts, high-waisted jeans, things like that. And I just love the style of this ribbed little cropped tank top. Definitely one that I purchase on repeat. For sure, I have talked for years about the Sojos, I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Sojos brand of sunglasses. They make some really great sunglasses that are definitely look for less, designer inspired. I'm a big fan of like the Ray-Ban style aviator sunglasses, and these are the most similar I've ever seen. So you can definitely feel the difference in quality and the materials, but for just around $15, I think these are an excellent way to enjoy sunglasses and not have to worry about them. So if you're someone who likes to have multiple pairs to throw in your bags, or you want to travel with them without worrying about damaging your sunglasses, I highly recommend this brand, and this is the style that I really love. I'll throw in some other styles as well that I think are great, but I just really enjoy this brand and I think it's a great price point. Now, one of the things that I have discovered is that a lot of the everyday products that I use are actually available on Amazon Prime, and I think it's so convenient when I can order them and get them to my house so quickly. So what I like to do is always compare, make sure that the price is the same or lower, not higher. That is something you have to watch when you're on Amazon. You need to know what the price is, but I have found that a lot of my daily skincare essentials are the same price on Amazon, but I can get them so quickly. So when I see that I'm running out, I can order them and have them the next day or the day after. So I definitely purchase a lot of things from Amazon. So everything from my Paula's Choice chemical exfoliant to my toner that I love to use daily to my moisturizer and my face wash are all purchased from Amazon. So I will link those products for you. Those are my daily routine. So I use the Core's Greek yogurt cleanser to remove all of my makeup at night and to wash my face clean in the morning. I love this because it's not drying, but it works very well with my oily skin. Doesn't leave a lot of residue, but also doesn't leave like that squeaky tight feeling, which is not what you really want when you're washing your face. It keeps the moisture in the skin and it works fantastic. Takes off all of the eye makeup and everything. Then I usually go in with this Paula's Choice chemical exfoliant. This has been a more recent find that I absolutely love. If you use this daily, you're really going to find that it helps the texture, the pore size, all of those things, oil production. So love this product. Also order it from Amazon. And then I like to use my toner that I recently discovered from Nikki LaRosa's channel. I put a little bit of this into the palm of my hand, mix it up, and then put it all over. It's like a serum type of toner, and it just adds some moisture and hydration to my skin. Really love this product. And then I go in with my peptide moisturizer, very lightweight moisturizer, perfect for those of us who have oilier skin and don't want to create too much like greasiness to the face. This soaks in very quickly, but leaves me very moisturized, takes away any flaking to the skin. Really, really love this one. And all of them are available on Amazon, which makes it super duper convenient. So here's another find that came with me on my trip, and I definitely got good use out of these, and that is water shoes. So having been to Maui a few times before, I knew that we would be doing a little bit of hiking. There's a little bit of like rocky terrain. Some of the beaches are also a little bit rocky. And, you know, I wanted to have a great water shoe so that I could go in with my shoes and not have to worry about getting my sneakers all wet and ruined. So these were great. I didn't want to spend a lot because it's not something I'm going to be using often. And I just wanted something basic that wasn't going to take up a lot of space in my luggage, but was going to get the job done. And these really came in handy. So I believe these were right around $20 to $30 price point. I can't remember exactly, but I'll link those for you. I picked them up in the white. They came in a bunch of different colors and they were very, very comfortable. I put these with some of my just regular outfits when I knew we might be out and we might be walking through pebbles or things like that. And they looked cute. They just looked like very streamlined little white tennis sneakers, but they were water shoes. So I knew if we got to a place and we put on our bathing suits, I could have these on. I could go in the water. We did do a little cliff diving. I don't know if you could really call it cliffs, more like high rocks where we jumped off into like waterfall ponds and stuff. And I always had these on and they were perfect. So definitely recommend these. Very inexpensive. It's something that you just maybe want for a trip and you don't want to invest a lot. They definitely did the job. And last but not least is this little Amazon straw bag. This is one I've had for years and years and years and shared on repeat, but it's so good. And I took it with me on this trip and I used it so much. And when I wasn't using it, one of my girls was using it. So I did bring like my favorite YSL rattan bag with me. And when I was really like more dressed up, when I knew we were doing something like going to a nice lunch or going shopping, I would take that one out and enjoy it because I like to enjoy my luxury bags as well. But if I was going to the beach or going on a little hike or doing something where I knew we might be getting dirty, or I wanted to be able to just throw my bag on the sand or something, I wasn't going to travel around with a luxury designer bag. So instead, I brought this one, and it was fantastic. We used it all the time. We threw the sunscreens in it, we threw the beach towels in it. It held a lot of stuff. It was just really a great bag, but it also looked cute if I was wearing like a little sundress or something and I still wanted to look put together. This really, really worked. So I just think this is a great bag for spring and summer. Definitely worth it. Great price point, really cute, really put together. Whether you're using it for a beach bag or an everyday handbag for the summer, this is one I definitely recommend. Okay, ladies, so that's it. Those are all of my top recommendations from Amazon that I have been loving and hopefully will be part of the Prime Day sale. As always, everything will be linked down below, and you'll see those little shopping bag, those links that'll pop up on the screen. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.